You're in high school, you're going to go to college, and you're going to become a scientist. There's a prerequisite. There's a requirement. You know what it is? Well, do you believe in Darwinism? Do you believe in global warming? Do you believe, of course, that we live on a globe and that we're exploring space? Do you believe all these things? Well, I don't know that I believe. I'm sorry. We can't have anything to do with you. Obviously, you don't have a scientific mind. But I want to learn. No, it doesn't matter. See, if you're not willing to accept their religion from, as we say around here, from the get-go, you're not invited. So the people say, well, how could all the scientists be wrong? Because they're indoctrinated before they become scientists. Do you know these things? No. They're not putting these things on the news. They're not going to talk about these things. They just find the right demonic people to let become scientists. They already believe in global warming. They already believe in globalism. They already believe that we're on a ball that's spinning and headed nowhere, completely contradicting the Bible, basically making God out to be an idiot. He says, I created the heaven and the earth. Yeah, God created it. And now we're spinning and headed into unknowns. No, that's all a lie. And that's why I say it's the truth that sets us free. So in these last days, as it grows darker and darker, the truth is like a shining beacon.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 20 and 21, King James Bible. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings, and oppositions of science, falsely so called, which some professing have erred concerning the faith. Grace be with thee. Amen. I just wanted to remind everybody that this is what is above all of us every single night. The wheels within the wheels, as you can see, with the spirit of the living creature right in the middle. As I've said before, this is filmed with my Nikon P900 Coolpix. And I have to ask the question, why haven't we seen anything like this from anything that they ever put out in the papers? NASA, anything. But yet they could show us close-ups on a sun that has lava on it from 93 million miles away, they say. Just a total lie. It's like 50 miles above us. But this, I recorded with the $600 camera. Perfectly. And we've never, ever, ever seen anything like this from NASA. Who in their right mind would ever continually believe NASA after seeing this right here? If you do, you just want to be lied to. You just like the lies. This is a star that they say is trillions of miles away. And as you can see, it's not just a star like we think. It's something much more that the Bible describes in Ezekiel chapter 1. The wheel within the wheel, and the spirit of the living creature in the center of these wheels. Never do they show us this. This whole world is a lie. Here are 3 separate ones on 3 separate nights. As you can see, sometimes they're in different colors. They're actually very beautiful. I don't know if they're fallen angels or good angels or some kind of digital projection. All I know is that they're exactly what Ezekiel chapter 1 describes in the King James Bible that was written thousands of years ago. Now, either they had the technology to see these things, or they were told by God that they were up there. Like I've said, I believe it was probably both. But they can't have this in the world because the devil wants to create atheists and agnostics. And they want to teach that we're on some spinning ball with water sticking to it and everything is so far away. Because they want God to be far away. But when you start learning about biblical creation or biblical cosmology, you understand that everything that they've told us is the exact opposite of what the truth is. And the truth is that we are on a flat, stationary plane, and that there's a vaulted dome called the firmament in the Bible above us, and these stars, which look alive, which don't look like just a light, which are exactly what Ezekiel 1 describes as angels, are right above us every night. And it makes sense because Paul said that the women would cover their hair because of the angels above, because they would lust after them. That's one of the reasons that the angels fell. And they were called the Watchers in the book of Enoch. Well, there's a literal meaning to that because what are they doing? They are watching us. Whether they are good or bad, I don't know. But what I do know is this. Atheists and agnostics and whoever always wants something to look at for proof or evidence of God or the Bible being true. Well, here you go. What is this? Here you go. What is this? You want evidence? You want truth? Go spend $500 to $600 on a camera, $35 on a tripod, and about $10 on an SD card. And there you go. You want to see angels? Look up. Just zoom in. But you see, that's why they can't have this in the NASA news. That's why they tell you the lie. There's nothing out there, just outer space. Look up.